Hi, welcome to another video. Maybe this is the first video on a new MCP possibility called Streamable HTTP. We have made over 20 videos on MCP and different transport mechanisms like HTTP or SSE, server sent events. But industry did not adopt SSE transport well. SSE transport allows us to access MCP server running on a remote machine. And this SSE is a one-way streaming communication. It also needs a regular HTTP connection. So it also needs an extra endpoint for normal HTTP interaction. So is SSE dying? What we're going to do is we will go through the possibilities that the streaming HTTP transport offers and have practical demonstrations. I have created 5 different scenarios that can allow us to communicate to remote MCP server. Welcome to Techie Talks AI. I'm Sri from Shogini. On this channel, we bring you hands-on demonstrations and insights into the latest tools and trends to help you get started with ease. Don't forget to subscribe and be a part of our journey into the future of technology. So this is not about STD-IO based MCP client server, which is local MCP server and client must run locally. This was a demonstration of 5 different scenarios which you won't find anywhere to see what it takes to allow remote MCP client-server interaction. So remember, these are demo Python-based examples. In next couple of weeks, we will see more examples of these scenarios becoming popular. So let's go through this slide that I have prepared and then demonstration. So introduction to MCP. MCP is a model context protocol that will allow us to connect tools to agentic applications in a standard way. It's an open protocol for seamless integration between LLMs and external tools. It standardizes context exchange between AI assistants and software environments. Essentially what it says, it is a standardized way of connecting tools to agentic systems. So let's look at the MCP transport mechanisms. First is STD-IO, which is local. There is MCP server and client. Both reside on the same machine, and client instantiates the MCP server within itself. Next is SSE, server sent events, which is a remote MCP communication, streaming communication, but streaming is one way. That is, MCP server streams data back to the MCP client. Next is the new thing, that is streamable HTTP, single HTTP endpoint. Remember, this is important. Single SSE, we will need 2 endpoints, whereas in streamable HTTP, a single HTTP endpoint for bidirectional messaging, bidirectional streaming as well. Streamable HTTP, the new transport layer, simplified architecture with a single endpoint, enhanced stability and performance, and improved compatibility with HTTP infrastructure. This was one of the problems why industry found SSE implementation difficult. After we finish the slides, we will execute the demo and see how it works. Basic MCP server, client sends an addition request to the MCP server. Server processes and returns the result. Simple HTTP communication. That can also fall into this category. Demonstrate the request response over streamable HTTP. So here is the interaction diagram. So here we have the client and here we have the server. Client makes a request and server responds. This is like our normal HTTP. Here is the code, simple code. The code is given in the video itself, and later I will add it to the description as well. Full code is there in this video itself. Here we use fast API and also pyramidal model so that we can get properly validated parameters to add. So we have an addition function here, and the return is JSON-RPC 2.0. Okay, so this is the client that talks to the remote machine. Remember, for this demo, both the remote machine and the client, they run on the same machine as Docker containers, simulating a remote machine. It passes the JSON-RPC payload using post HTTP method. So Docker compose run client. I already have the server running. So here result 12. Next, SSE based streaming. So client initiates a get stream request. Server sends real-time updates via SSE, server send events, ideal for live notification and progress feeds. So this, remember, this streaming is one-way streaming. So here we have the server and the SSE server, and the request starts. Normal SSE server, this will be /SSE endpoint. then it returns a session ID. But in this small demo, we are not including that. We have made several videos on this. We don't know how long this SSE will survive. Okay, now here from server on the live streaming starts. Okay, and this connection, once established, stays connected. Okay, Docker Compose run SSE client, the same code. Okay, see, streaming data is being received by the client. Okay, so let's look at the code. So here we are not using the MCP SSE library. We are using Fast API responses, streaming response. Okay, so here we are using the streaming response. And remember, here we are using the SSE endpoint. And this is the client. And on the client, we are connecting to that SSE endpoint of the server. Let's move on. Next is a stateless server scenario. So a post, add, and we pass A and B to add, and we get the result. No session state is maintained, suitable for simple microservices. Okay, so this is similar to our demo 1. Stateless client and stateless server, and the request goes like normal HTTP, and the response comes back. So let's see the code. So here again we are using Fast API, and when we call this /add endpoint, it returns the results request.a and request.b, and the request is Pydantic base model add request object. Few lines we have this ready. So let's see how it works. Let me look at the Docker Compose to see the name of the. So this is stateless client. Okay. Okay. So Docker Compose run stateless client. See here, it immediately responded back. So that is the demo 3 stateless server mode. So these are different scenarios that we can consider for our streaming HTTP implementation. Next is streaming progress feedback mode. So here post starts a long task. Server streams progress 10%, 50%, 100%, provides client with real-time task updates. So this is similar to SSE, but again a use case example demonstration. So let's look at the interaction. So the client and the server, and interaction starts here, then it progresses this way. Okay, so that is the streaming response. So let's see the code. So here again we are using Fast API streaming response module. /process is the endpoint in this case, and from the client we are calling the /process. So live connection is established and we are iterating through the server response. So this is our streaming client service in the Docker Compose. Okay, so let's run the streaming client. Okay, 0% complete, 10%. So this streaming data comes back to the client. So this is a streaming implementation, again using streaming HTTP. So let's move on with the final demo, an AI session-based scenario. But to keep it simple, we are not talking to any AI. These days, talking to an AI endpoint is very simple. So to keep the code small and tidy, we are just simulating the AI part. So post initialize will get us the session ID. Post message with session begins the SSE stream. So, and this maintains context for full turn interaction. So this maintains context for multi-turn interactions like our SSE transport. So here we have the client and the server. The initialize happens, we get the session ID, say ABC123, like our SSE transport. Then with the session ID, we begin the communication. Here is the code. So here again, we are using Starlet middleware for session handling. Fast API streaming response also we are used. So because we are demonstrating streaming HTTP. So here we have the code. So call to the initialize endpoint returns session initialized, and call to the message endpoint, we can pass our prompt to the AI agent, and stream endpoint will return streaming response from the LLM. Okay, so this is a very nice use case scenario. And here is the client. We are calling the initialize endpoint. Here we are calling the message endpoint, and then the stream endpoint, the streaming responses back from the server. So in Docker Compose, we have the session client. Okay, AA response to hello, AA response to how are you. So this is simulated communication, but you get the idea. This covers the entire scenario of possibilities that this streaming HTTP offers. So as things evolve and when Model Context Protocol adopts this mechanism officially, I will make more examples on this. So this is just heads up, quick demo of the possibilities that are unfolding when SSE could be dying. Thank you for your time. Give your valuable comments and suggestions, and see you in the next video. Please remember to like, share and subscribe. Bye-bye.